und da sind wir auch schon wieder zurück. Jetzt wieder mit einem Spiel, es geht jetzt gleich wieder weiter auf Englisch. Ich bin immer noch Falballa, ich bin immer noch die gleiche, ich bin nicht weggelaufen. Wir sind jetzt bei Swords and Soldiers 2, das ein komplett anderes Spiel sein wird. Ich bin wieder mit dem Entwickler hier, so this is the developer of Swords and Soldiers 2 and he's going to introduce himself and the game real quick for us.
Yeah, so my name is Jasper. I'm a game designer on this game for Rodimo, and yeah, I'm going to show you. It's a fun little strategy game.
A strategy game. Okay, where are you guys coming from? Where's your headquarters?
We are based out of Utrecht in the Netherlands.
Okay.
So
our neighbors.
Dutchies. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna play the demo or against each other. What did you decide?
I would say a little split screen.
Okay.
And so this is a faction select screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, did you do anything?
I didn't.
Can you move the player to? Yeah. Okay. So everything is working fine.
Okay. Where do I want to go?
Just pick a faction.
Okay.
I picked the Vikings myself, so I'm on the top half of the screen. You're on the bottom half, and yeah, the way we like to think of it is it's kind of like a streamlined StarCrafty game or RTS.
Okay.
You have your own base. You're on the right side of the map. I have my own base on the left side.
Okay.
For you, I'm in the fog of war.
Okay.
And you have a gold mine, and you have one donkey that's getting gold from that mine.
Okay.
You can build more with the radial menu in the top left. You hold down the left trigger.
I don't know which buttons to take right now.
The left trigger?
Okay.
Oh, your controls are not working properly, are they?
Sophie? Der funktioniert nicht. Not working.
All right.
Well, I can do this one, like...
That does move.
Or maybe you want to try. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong.
No. I think the controls are just off.
Okay.
All right. Another controller is coming in.
Yeah. But I'm not sure if it's like a control problem right now.
Yeah.
This one's working.
I hope so. Let's give it a try.
Yeah. So again, for the chat, if you have any questions or want to know anything, just ask a question in German and English. We're gonna pick them up.
No, it's just like, oh no, the plug isn't there.
Maybe I should just switch to single player.
Yeah, maybe. Just do that. She's gonna fix it.
Oh.
So,
yeah, that little,
how long have you been developing the game? We can talk in between.
Yeah, of course. Well, Swords and Soldiers 2 has been in development in a total of 3 years.
Okay.
Originally, we made it for the Wii U in collaboration with Nintendo. But now we're doing a re-release of the same game with expanded single-player content and online multiplayer this time around. It's not picking up your controller, so let's see. All right, oh, there we go. Let's try it one more time.
No, not working at all. I cannot switch anything.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm hearing all kinds of beeps.
Yeah, but it's not me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, you just chose something.
I'll just show something.
What is the main part of the game? So,
Yeah.
So if I start like this, what am I supposed to do?
So in a normal battle, what you're supposed to do first is build up your economy. So think of, as again, like StarCraft, Warcraft, you build workers, like I'm doing right now with this radial menu.
She looks awesome. I
and
like her.
now I got 2.
Yeah.
And I also have a tech tree right here.
Yeah.
Where I can build new or upgrade new characters, and they'll be added to my radial menu like that.
Okay.
And now I can build this guy.
Okay.
And units they walk automatically, so I don't have to micromanage them or anything. They'll just walk out. So the most important part, the most important thing is to get the timing right.
The timing, okay.
And to support them with your spells.
Okay. So for For people
like
who have
this.
no clue about the genre, as me especially, what is the main goal of the game?
Oh, I have my base here, and on the other side of the map, the enemy has a base.
Yes.
And yeah, basically the goal is to destroy it.
Well, that
Destroy
sounds
the-
simple.
Huh?
That sounds simple.
Yeah. The game is really simple in
Yeah.
many ways. It's basically a streamlined RTS.
Yeah.
So you build units, you support them with your spells, and the interesting thing is mostly the economy.
Okay.
So new workers are important, but they're also expensive. So when are you going to buy a worker? When are you going to buy an upgrade? Or when are you going to buy a unit? That's all very important. And then next to units, as I show, I have a heal spell here. But you also have buildings, like those slabs of stone with hammers on them. You can build structures there. Oh no,
Okay.
he built a lot of guys.
Is there like a chance to expand your base?
Yeah, that's kind of like an extension, depending on what kind of thing you get.
Yeah.
So he bought a lot of those little purple guys,
Yeah.
and I'm going to grab the counter unit for those, that group. So it's a strategy game, and there's 3 different factions.
Sophie? Es ist irgendein Windows-Sound die ganze Zeit. Es ist die ganze Zeit irgendein Windows-Sound.
More controller stuff.
Yeah, like there's a Windows sound for the chat all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So these guys I just built, they're called Sheep Riders, and they shoot lightning. And their lightnings, they hit everybody, so they are particularly great against groups. Oh no,
Okay.
I see a little demon guy walking away with that golden mana.
So it's like a multiplayer or just 2 people, or can I play against 4 people?
It's always 1v1.
1v1. Online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as well co-op, just like us sitting next to each other.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. So it's
okay.
local split screen. It has online. We have matchmaking, and if you play matchmaking, then you can pick out of one of the 3 pre-built factions, so Vikings, Demons, or Persians.
Yeah.
But you can also do a custom game with friends, and when you play against friends, you can build your own army out of all the units and spells and towers we have available. So you can really go crazy in what kind of strategies you can develop.
So you said the units are like walking alone?
Yeah.
So I don't have to pick like them each one by each one?
Nope. They just walk by themselves.
So you asked for Andy, this is Andy, and he's gone again.
The man behind the scenes.
This is one of the coolest games on the booth.
Awesome.
Why?
And you are one
One
of
of
the
them.
best looking Netherlands guys I ever met.
So what do you
Oh
think
my
is one of
God.
the best games,
I'm so
actually?
awkward.
Sorry?
What do you think is one of the best games?
I
Or the
think the
coolest?
86 games you have on the booth are the best games.
Okay. Das ist Andy. Mal rein, mal raus und wieder weg.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, so the enemy AI built a siege troll, which is the biggest unit the demons can build,
Okay.
and
He's gonna
well,
get you right now.
yeah,
Right?
he's.
Okay.
All of the units I have out there are not.
Yeah. So the AI is good.
Yeah.
So even the developer can handle it. I like that.
Yeah, he's actually for demoing purposes. The AI is a little too strong for this for Gamescom. All right, I'm gonna try and stop him, but it's gonna be hard.
So when are you going to publish the game, like the full release?
So the PC and PlayStation 4 version should be out, hopefully sometime by September.
That's pretty soon.
Which is really soon, yeah. And well, it's. I mean, I hope you can tell it's close to done. Oh, hammer away! Okay, we got it.
Asking, are the sheep falling from the sky still alive?
Excuse me?
In chat,
Oh,
someone's
the
asking,
sheep.
The sheep, are they falling from the sky still alive?
Well, they're in sheepy heaven, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if they're actual sheep or if they're just skins. Honestly,
Okay.
you'd have to ask an artist. I'm just a game designer on this game.
So what is this woman going to do?
She's going to hammer them all, I hope.
Okay, she's going to
There
kick
you
her
go.
ass. Okay.
So she is, she's called Helga, and she is the strongest unit the Vikings have. And she has a special ability where she sings. So if I press triangle, she'll start singing, and everyone affected by her singing will go twice as fast. So they'll attack twice as fast.
So something like a buff.
Yeah, it's a...
Okay, that's
so
cool.
if I make her sing
So
right now...
maybe you can introduce the 3 fractions.
Oh yeah. So the Vikings I'm playing now are like the starting faction. Big bulky units, tough, easy to get going.
Yeah.
So it's kind of our starter faction, and then I'm fighting the demons, which I guess is on the other end of the spectrum. They have more complicated spells and units combinations. Like this crypt, the building that automatically generates skeletons. It doesn't win you the game because the skeletons will time out, but it's really defensive because it continuously produces units for free, which is really nice.
Yeah, okay. So it's always women working.
Yeah, well, in the case of the demons, it's goblins, but yeah, it's Olga is working and Helga is fighting.
I think they look so awesome. I really like them.
Yeah, they both kick ass in many ways. And then we have a third faction called the Persians, and the Persians are also kind of a tricky race. Lots of they have units that, for instance, are invisible, so you can't, as the enemy player, you can't see them coming. And they'll come out of stealth right before they start attacking, and they have some interesting skills as well, like a bribe. They can bribe enemy units to work for them.
Yeah. What do you think? How difficult is it to like get into the game? Because for me, it's like just okay. How does he doing all these things right now? This is happening so fast for me.
Well, actually, on the booth, it only takes like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
All you really need to know is to operate these radial menus.
Yeah.
So I hold down a trigger and pick a unit to build, and I press X.
Yeah.
And then there's no management or anything. I don't have to direct him where to go. He just walks.
Yeah.
All I can do is change this sign, tell him where to go, up or down. But the units I don't have to directly control, so all I have to do is follow them and then support them with the spells, which are on this side.
And you get those coins to buy people just over time?
Yeah. Well, you have these blocks in the level.
Yeah.
And I can direct a worker to go out and pick it up.
Yes.
And the mine obviously gives me money to build more units.
Okay.
And that's basically how the...
So is this like the first game, or like Swords and Shoulders 1 and 2? The only games you guys are doing?
There's a game in between that we made that's called Awesome Knots. And so we made Sword and Shoulders 1, then we made Awesome Knots, and then we made Sword and Shoulders 2. And the interesting thing is this is kind of like a 2D RTS, so like a 2D Age of Empires. And Awesome Knots is kind of like a 2D MOBA, 2D League of Legends. So it plays like a platformer, but you're also in a team, and you have minions and towers. Oh no, I almost...
They got you?
Yeah, well, I got to their base, but I didn't manage to finish it all.
Okay.
But I have a lot of money now, so...
So you already broke the gate, so what else do you have to destroy? Like the mine and the house?
Yeah, just their house now. Oh, I got a lot of money, so I'm going to show off some stuff.
Okay. What kind of different attackers can you buy or spawn?
So I have these old men that shoot lightning. I have those guys with red beards called berserkers. They are just kind of the tanks of the Viking army.
Yes.
Then there's little guys with yellow beards. They throw axes. And Helga, the lady you saw before.
Yes.
And I'm going to show a new spell. This is called a sheep ball. Wow. And this is kind of like an APC. So it takes all your units, sucks them up, and brings them to the front.
That's pretty cool.
So it's a great way to bunch up your units. And
is it going to destroy, like this ball, to destroy enemy units on the way?
No, the first enemy unit it hits, it bumps and it damages them. But that's the end of the ball.
Oh, you made it.
I destroyed the demon base.
Okay.
Be gone, demons.
Maybe you can show another fraction what they're
of course.
to do and their special things.
So the Persians.
So you have different maps.
Yes.
How many different ones do you have?
15, I believe.
Okay.
I mean, we're still adding some here and there, so I don't have a definitive number, but a lot.
Okay. So once published, will there be like DLCs or stuff coming afterwards or updates?
Well, currently we're mostly focused on getting this game out, and hopefully, depending on player reaction, there's some stuff we want to do, like long-term rewards, like customization for your base, that kind of stuff for multiplayer, stuff that you can show off to other players. And yeah, we'll have to see if people want more a single player. We'll start working on that. But everything we're working on right now is going to be in the game when it comes out.
Okay.
So no.
So you said single player. You told me before there's a campaign.
Yes.
So maybe you can tell something about the campaign. What do people have to expect?
Yeah. So it's a kind of a zany storyline. You play as Redbeard, the Viking leader. And along the way, you'll meet people, leaders from other factions, and they will add their forces to your own. So over time, you'll get access to all the units and spells.
Okay.
And it's kind of the campaign is kind of a mix.
Yes.
Half of the levels is like story. You'll get a bit of story updates on what's going on in the world, and you'll get new units introduced to you, new spells. And then the other half of the levels is what we call open battle. Okay. And in open battle, you'll get the opportunity to build your own army out of all the spells and units you've seen so far. So
you're going to mix the fractions.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And it's...
so you can like find out which advantages you have of each character.
Yeah, exactly. There are some combinations in the units and spells that normally are not available to you because the units are bound to those factions. But here you can combine them in your own...
So now we see some ghosts?
Yeah. So that's what I talked about earlier. They're the invisible units.
Yes.
But he is using units against me that heal as soon as they're out of combat. So that's kind of annoying to me.
But I really love the donkeys. They look pretty cute. So if I start the game, what do you think, how long am I going to find new stuff? How long is the playtime? From the campaign and...
Well, of course, the multiplayer can be played pretty much indefinitely. But the single-player campaign is about 10 hours of gameplay. There's every map also has an optional time objective.
Yeah.
And an optional bonus objective, like win without using any spells or that kind of stuff. Special requirements, extra medals you can get.
Yeah.
And oh no, he's gonna get there first, unfortunately. But I'm gonna kill this donkey on his side. Yeah, and that's pretty much Swords and Soldiers 2. It's a continuation of Swords and Soldiers 1.
How long is it ago that Swords and Soldiers 1 came out?
Swords and Soldiers 1 came out in 2009.
Okay, that's a long time ago.
Ranimo, our company, actually celebrated its 10 years of existence.
Yeah.
Last year. So yeah, we've been around for a long time.
Yeah, that's cool.
We've been building. I mean, Astronauts is a MOBA and was very successful. Ran well for a long time, and it still runs pretty well. You can still play that and find matches easily. And so we've been supporting that for a long time. But now we felt it's time for something new.
Okay. What do you think, like a normal round just to kill someone? What's the fastest thing someone did? Like, I start the game and I can do it in like 1 minute. Is it possible?
What do you mean, to win a match?
Yeah.
Or well,
What's the fastest?
If the opponent doesn't build anything, you can do it in 1 minute, I think. But usually a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Of course, it depends on the balance between players. Sometimes a match can take a really long time, and at the end of it, you'll have everything built from the tech tree, and it gets really tense. Actually, the original Swords and Soldiers had a problem where it was so well balanced that it was kind of became a stalemate. And the way we fixed that in the original game was by just speeding up the game.
Oh.
So the game became faster, and people started making mistakes, and then and that's how you win or lose. But that's kind of lame. And so what we did for Sword and Soldiers 2 is the strategy is deeper, and there's more countering, and the economy is more diverse because you have these blocks that mean that sometimes you'll get a big burst of money all of a sudden, and you can build a bunch of units quickly.
Yeah.
I should upgrade some more stuff. Oh yeah.
So this is like a skill system, right? That you can, like a skill tree?
Yeah, it's exactly. So it's like a tree. There's stuff here that I can't buy because
But you have to buy it like in each round again, in each match. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's nothing like, okay, I won like 10 rounds, so I have this free in every next round.
Oh no, yeah, no.
Okay.
That doesn't exist.
So are you going to be matched with people that are maybe on your level?
Oh yeah. Well, if you play matchmaking, of course. Yeah.
So there is matchmaking.
Yeah. For online, there's matchmaking.
Okay.
So you don't need friends technically.
Yeah.
Oh no. So close. I bribed the wrong guy.
Yeah. So why did you decide to not make it possible to figure out one special unit, so that you just can set a direction and not like say, okay, this one is going this way and the other one is going this way, or you attack and you go back, so they are automatically running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Well, actually, it was mentioned on the booth earlier. It was kind of actually the part of the game was inspired by a game called Age of War. I don't know if you remember that, but that was it's a really old Flash game.
Yes.
And that had this simple mechanic of clicking and the units walking automatically.
Yes.
And we figured, wow, it's so simple, it works so well, it's so accessible, but at the same time, there's so much potential here to do a lot more, and that's kind of what we've been doing with Swords and Soldiers. So we've taken that concept and tried to stick, pretty much everything that makes RTSs cool onto it.
So, from what age on are people allowed to play the game? Is there a restriction actually?
Yeah, it's 12 and up, I believe.
12 and up, okay.
Yeah.
So, and who are actually the people who are going to play this game? So, who is...
the target audience?
Yes.
Um,
And why, I mean, I'm not like the target audience. Why should I try it? What is like special about this one?
Well, the idea about this game is that it brings a lot of almost everything that makes like a strategy game fun.
Yes.
Like crunchy decision making and a little bit of action, and puts that into a format that people that normally don't touch StarCraft or Age of Empires make it accessible enough for them to play, and at the same time it's kind of an in-betweener, so it's more of a snack game, I think, for people to play in between bigger titles.
Yeah, so like just play a few matches and then maybe next week another few matches, so they just come back. Okay.
I see that. That's definitely the aim. So yeah, I'm building these cannons now.
Yeah,
and,
I see. You're trying to make him like have a really bad time. So can you like arrange the bullets or something? Like say where to go?
Yeah, I can. There's a spell here that
so you can put
makes
like
them
a direction or feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he used a spell to dodge my my characters.
Yeah.
But I'm buying all this. Oh, he bought the genie, which is the biggest unit the Persians have.
Yeah.
And the genie is not as strong as the siege troll and the Helga you saw earlier, but his ability is. So his special ability is that he can make your spells he can kind of make your wishes come true in the sense that he can make your spells cheap,
Okay.
way cheaper, and take away their cooldown so that you can use those spells really fast. So that is really nice.
Yeah. And the graphics, I mean, it's like comic graphics.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's so cute, the donkeys and the sheep. That's pretty cool. Why did you decide to go on this kind of graphic?
Well, it's also a style we really like. We definitely have a soft spot for classic cartoon kind of stuff
Yeah.
at Ranamo. And in addition, we originally made this game for Nintendo, for the Wii U, and we felt for that platform, for those gamers, our style would be a good fit. So we went all out in making that cartoon work as well as it did.
Yeah. And I think it's a very important part that you have these funny little figures running around. That's just so awesome to look at.
Yeah, it's a great for just looking.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So for chat, we have another 5 minutes. If you have any questions, now would be the perfect time to ask your questions before the developer gets destroyed.
Ooh.
So, in German. Wir haben noch 5 Minuten, das heißt, wenn ihr irgendwelche Fragen habt, stellt sie jetzt in Deutsch und Englisch, denn in 5 Minuten ist das Spiel weg. So, we have another 5 minutes of just giving chat the chance to ask questions. Are you won? No, you lost.
I lost.
How did that happen?
Yeah, it's really embarrassing. But I wasn't able to counter that genie in time.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Well, I mean, the strategy I was going for with the cannons, they kind of require me to possess a large part of the map before it pays off, because the cannons get stronger the more you have.
Okay.
The more space you have. But then once you started taking away the land, the whole strategy kind of fell apart. So it's kind of risky what I did, and it didn't pay off.
Okay. So if people now are interested in the game, where can they contact you? Where can they get more information?
Well, actually, we're going to have a beta program for people to play the game for free sometime in September.
Okay.
And the beta program you can access through our Discord. We have an official Discord at discord.gg/Ranamo.
Okay.
And if you join that, we'll be handing out keys later in September. And people can play it for free, give us balance feedback, because we want to launch the game in a balanced state, of course.
That's good.
So discord.gg/Ranamo is probably the best way to see more.
Just Steam.
Yep.
And your webpage. Okay, there you're going to find Discord on the webpage. Okay.
Exactly.
So anything you want to say?
Well, also, currently the game is up for pre-order on Steam, but actually we decided we're going to be adjusting the price. So actually, the pre-order is going to be taken down soon, and the price is going to be lowered, actually. So if you want to get the game, hold off for now.
Okay.
Because
just wait for a new announcement.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be announcing that very soon.
So, then.
Or you can put it on your wish list, I guess.
Yeah, on your wish list. Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing the game.
Of course.
I had a really good time, and I'm gonna wait for the beta. I'm gonna test out the beta myself. And
nice. I have something for you.
Oh, for me?
Yes. A Sword Soldiers themed horn, which is also a mug.
That is pretty cool. Like a mug, a coffee mug, you know?
Yes.
Like
there's a strap
cool.
inside, and let me show you. It can stand. If you remove the sleeve, it can stand on its own.
I think this is pretty cool.
So that's for you.
Thank you very much. I really like that.
For showcasing us here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
It was very nice to have like an inside view. Because I was checking out like a few days ago when I heard about the game, and I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? And now I have like an idea about the game. So,
yeah.
And that's pretty cool.
Well, that's also something we are working on, actually. So the game, when you first see it, a lot of people don't understand. They think it's a brawler or a platformer.
Yeah.
And for the PC, for usability and for communication purposes, we're going to redo the UI completely. On PC, the UI is going to look different. It's going to look more like a strategy game.
Okay.
And, but the game, the characters are obviously still going to look the same.
Yeah. And I think our time is up. We're gonna end right now here. There's a little break now, and then there's someone else showing up, because it's me gone right now. So thank you very much for your time. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen
Thank you,
und
everybody.
gleich von jemand anders. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.
Bye-bye.